Okay, let's go ahead, get something new. Maybe something more interesting. Ironman XO Manowar in heavy metal. Oh, this is bound to be terrible. So yes, an Iron game from, years before Iron Man was made interesting and cool again. And apparently years before sound was invented. There exists a barrier between two worlds, an unseen wall that separates two universes. Now that barrier has been breached, forcing both worlds together in a struggle that could spell disaster for life as we know it. Mistress Crescendo and Baron Gemo have joined forces in a shrouded conspiracy that reeks of evil. To stop the villainous plot, armored heroes Iron Man and XO Manowar have banded together to battle side by side in... It really was waiting for me to hit the button there. Like, a title screen that doesn't show up until you hit the button to progress past the ridiculous wall of text. Okay, what do we got in the options? Oh wow. Easy, medium, hard, and no way. We'll stick with medium. And credits in the options. That would be the sign of terrible game. Turn to Stark immediately. Spider aliens infiltrated Stark compound. Known criminals, Yellow Jacket and Blackout detected. Compound not secure. Well, that would make sense, because if the compound was secure, this would be a rather boring, video game. And I'm not familiar at all with, Iron Man or his... Anyways... I guess we'll go with Tony Stark. Well then. Okay, stop. Can I blow up the barrels? No, but I can use the barrels as cover. Okay, 3 hits. 4 hits, there we go. 4 hits for the basic enemy soldier. This is not a beat-em-up game, this is an action platformer. It should be 2 hits at the most. 3 hits for the bugs, and we get a refill. Also, we don't really seem to be Iron Man in any way, shape, or form. We're more faceless dude. Oh hey, we can fly, so there's something. What? And they reappear. Did it... So yeah, I'm already getting vibes from that, the Flash game that we played on Game Boy ages ago. It's just terrible all around. It's really no wonder that so many of the Marvel comic heroes had troubles with sales throughout much of the 90s. And, had to have the big revival with the movies and everything. This is very true. If it were 4 hits from my own health bar, it would be even worse. Also, the stage is a maze. So we have that going. I don't know if we are supposed to kill all of the targets. I think that's what the thing in the beginning was trying to tell us, but it also seems like the enemies respawn when you get back to certain places. Either that, or the game just glitched, and that one minion was not supposed to disappear. And did you really think you were hiding? Or was that just a way of, dodging into the background so as not to be hit? It looks more like they were trying to hide. I guess maybe they think Iron Man is colorblind, or, has, dog vision or something. Oh yes, we have enemies that take too many hits to kill to be really interesting or worthwhile. You've got crap-ass controls. Music... it's not doing anything, really. It's just bland and forgettable. Just very much background music. Ah, what? Whoa, that's kind of new. Wasn't expecting that, but it doesn't really add much to anything. Also, your own health bar. I mean, I do complain a lot about games that give you way too few hits, but then there's stuff like this, where, you know, I've taken quite a beating, and it hasn't really budged my health much, and then on top of that we're getting, you know, health bottles every few enemies, so it negates what tiny amounts of damage we've taken. So challenge, sort of non-existent. The only real challenge is actually caring enough to play the game any further. And yeah, the enemies disappearing thing does, in fact, seem to just be a glitch. Not really something of design. And we can blow up the barrels. I wonder why it did not work on the other barrel. Yeah, as I said at the start, I have no idea about the majority of the Iron Man villains, the Rogues Gallery, or his helpers, so I don't know who Yellow Jacket, or Blackout, or Exo Manowar are. Now that is a good point, I am only on medium, and hey, the goal was, in fact, kill all the things. Security defensive currently active. That's a warning that they have to give me, so my own security systems are going to be attacking me. Is that what they're getting at here? Let's play as Manowar just to see if there's any different. Sentient, yes. Flight, yes. So apparently he is some sort of robot thing. And he looks basically identical. He is slightly differently gray. We at least get a few other attacks with him that we did not seem to have as Tony Stark. And we can still fly. And with elevators, we're gonna have even more of a maze than we had. Just, you know, flying around an open area, so I kinda sorta wanted to make it to either Yellow Jacket or Blackout just to see what a boss battle could be like in this game, but if we have to go through this to get to either of them, I'm gonna say, hell no, this is not happening. This is terrible in every sense of the word. There is nothing at all going good for this game. It is not going in any decent directions. There's nothing to show promise or hope. So this has been Iron Man and Exo Manowar in heavy metal. Maybe it's like, well, it is an Acclaim game, so it is very likely that the characters in this were brand new at the time in the comics, and, you know, that's what they did with the characters at the time. They just lumped all of the newest characters into the games to try and sell more things. Oh, and I've been given level passwords. Oh my god, there are 20 levels to this game. Dear sweet lord, why? Okay, let's jump to level 20 and see. Password. What do we got? DMQZHL. Password, thank you. Yep, and A button. What? A button moves it forward. B button moves it backwards, and you hit start to enter a letter. That is one of the stupidest password entry system things I've seen in a very long time. Okay, blah blah blah. General Kratos is in possession of Cosmic Cube. Assembly on board Dromac ship probable. Kratos must be stopped. Blah 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 blah. Traverse asteroid field, penetrate defenses, eradicate Berenjimo, and stop General Kratos. Well then. Yeah, I was hoping to just jump right to the final level, and really hoping it would just be a boss battle. But that sure as hell is not the case here. We would have an entire stage go through before facing either of the bosses, you know, presumably in order. And yeah, we are not going to bother with that. So, once again, this has been Ironman in Heavy Metal. It's been just as bad as all of the other Marvel comic games we have encountered as of yet. And I don't hold out any hope for any of the others, because really until the Spider-Man games that came along on N64 and PlayStation, there was really nothing good.